Hi, back in February 2023, I did my last video on finding the cheapest house in Sydney. And it turns out, well, you can get a house in Sydney for under $600,000. Sydney is apparently, well, it really is, in reality, one of the most expensive cities in the world. But if you're willing to, take a few liberties, you can actually find a cheap house. So I'll link in that video down below. And so the year before that, I think the cheapest house was 590,000 Aussie bucks, of course, in Wilmot in Western Sydney. And the last one I think was 529 to 560. So it had dropped a bit, but of course the market has gone insane. We're in the middle of a housing crisis at the moment, which has totally nothing at all to do with our record high unsustainable immigration. No, not at all. Anyway, serious housing crisis here in Australia at the moment. So I'm curious to know, it's now, May 2024, to see what the cheapest house in Sydney is. Now let's have a look at the asking prices in Sydney at the moment. So we did it back here and we actually had a bit of a lull back in like January 2023 there, like the end of 2022, but it's continued gone up since then, and it almost hit 2 million there, 1.9, so we're currently at 1.93 million. Like, is that the median asking price? And that's and 3-bedroom houses in there is about 1.67, something like that. But Sydney's a big area, so let's take a look at it. I'm going to use Domain, which is one of our local ones. There's kind of like two big ones here. Domain is one of them. So let's have a look, right? So let's go Sydney, for example, but Sydney is not Sydney because it treats Sydney as, let's go into map view here, and this is what tourists think of Sydney, which is just the CBD. We've got the Opera House right there. We've got the famous Harbour Bridge, of course, which links Australia and New Zealand over here. And Sydney is actually quite large. Sydney actually extends right out to the Blue Mountains out here at Penrith. So right from the expensive northern beaches up here, right around about a 50-kilometre semicircle, something like that. So that is all of Sydney, and usually your cheapest houses are out in the western suburbs here or down south here. So anyway, let's take a look. So what do I define as a house? Well, we don't care about prices at the moment. We're talking at least a 3-bedroom house, right? You've got to have at least a 3-bedder. So we'll put a 3-bedder in there, and we want a house, a freestanding house, none of that duplex rubbish, none of that semi-detached, terrace, villa, nope, none of that rubbish, okay? So we want that, a freestanding house, and well, let's just adjust the price right now, and let's just go to 700,000. How many $700,000 houses do we have in Sydney? And as I said, all in Western Sydney here, okay? This is where I grew up. Out in the western suburbs, no wuckers, or down south here, of course. But the previous two videos, the cheapest houses have still been here in the Mount Druitt region, on your Mount Druitt, which is Mount Druitt's, it's kind of like this bigger area here, but Mount Druitt's actually just this section. But there are little suburbs dotted around here, but it's all kind of the Mount Druitt type area. Anyway, so the cheapest ones are usually out there. So can we get a $600,000 house? Huh? Can we? Let's have a look. Yep, there's still a couple. Well, we may or may not have them. Tregear here. No Tregear. Well, there you go. A 3-bedder. No, it's 6-1. No, that is not going to be a proper house. That is going to, oh, look at that. That looks all right. Wow. But of course, that is not going to be your own house. That's going to be a semi-detached, just an add-on thing. So that doesn't count. So we'll scratch that. And so anything with a slash in it is what? New family home. I don't think so. No, 250 square meters. No, absolute rubbish. What do we got out here? Watch this space. 5-bedroom house. No, under construction. No, that's not it. No, modern new home. No, that's all absolute rubbish. All the real estate agents playing silly buggers there. Blackett. There you go. Good old Black, 588 square meters, 4-bedroom house in Blackett auction. It's an auction guide. Okay, auction guide, 600,000. Whether or not it actually goes for that. I'm not going to look at sold prices or anything recently. So yeah, this is your traditional. This is a Blackett house, all right. Yep, no worries. Look at this, dated by the vents up here. Yep, dead giveaway. Yeah, classic kitchen. That is a Blackett house, indeed, if I've ever seen one. So yeah, that is a Blackett. Oh, I got the field behind there. That'll have the transmission lines in it. Yeah, no worries. So yeah, that's an absolute classic house out at Blackett there. Yeah, there you go. Transmission lines, I was right. Straight through there, no worries. I know my western suburbs, let me tell you. You could always find your way home by following the transmission lines. When you went out riding your bike, you know, all day, your parents didn't know where you were because none of this shoe phone rubbish that we have these days. Yeah, see ya, going out. Just be back by dinner time. Yeah, all right. And you could always find your way home if you're lost by just hopping on the fields and following the transmission lines. No worries. Oh yeah, so that's an absolute classic. So there you go, auction guide, 600,000. That's a winner chicken dinner, but you get your own block of land, no worries. Right, so there's no way you're going to get anything out at Rouse Hill. No, that's just a real estate agent playing silly buggers, and nope, luxury blue homes. No, they just categorise them wrong. Nope. Let's try down south here. No, once again, absolute rubbish. No, newly built home. Oh, can we filter these things out? Please, like that is like a typical like new built, you know, this is like a classic new build, fancy pantsy looking on like 300 square meters if you're lucky, and you can almost, you know, lean out. That's actually a big gap. Normally you can lean out the window and shake hands with your neighbor, you know. So yeah, anyway, that's a classic new build, but I don't know how much those go for. Who cares? Nah, this is all rubbish. How much does 5 acres of land go for? Look at this. 5.6 mil to 6 mil, because they can buy and build like 50 houses on there. No worries. All right. No, Oran Park, no, all new. There you go. So we got nothing under 600,000 at all. Whereas before, we did get that. So now we can search for under 700K. Oh, geez, there's not much extra, is there? No, there's nothing down south. Oh, no, auction, no, they don't actually have. No, auction guide, no. Once again, we're back at the Druitt here. And Emmerton, no worries. Offenbach Avenue, I know it. Emmett Parade, yeah, just listed, no guide on it. Nah, it's hard to get bloody expressions of interest. Come on. Seriously, give me a price. Give me a 650 auction guide at Hebbo. There you go. That's a Hebersham house if there ever was one. Yep, no worries. Look at that. Oh, neat and tidy. Grass, got a carport, functional kitchen. Look at that, big screen telly. Probably got a big aerial too. Classic bathroom. Look at that. All right, so there you go. So what's the auction guide on that? 650. There you go. So prices have actually gone up. Wow, okay. So we're probably talking, they've gone up like 100,000 since we did the last video back in Feb 2023. So there you go. This is in Letho. Once again, it's got a teenage retreat. We've got to check out the teenage retreat. Here we go. Look at this. Yeah, that's a Letho house. Yeah, look at that. Oh, beautiful. Functional kitchen. No worries. Yeah. Oh, it needed a good lawn mow back there. Yeah. Got the transmission lines again. Winner chicken dinner. Did they show us inside the teenage retreat? I'm not sure they showed us inside the teenage retreat. No, they don't. Oh, bummer. Oh, guide, 700,000. And well, that's in Oakhurst, you know. We're getting a bit fancy-pantsy now, moving out. You know, it's almost Glendenning. I mean, almost, you know, just north of Plumpton. Almost Dean Park. Geez, you know, 700K auction guide. Let's see what we get for our 700,000, shall we? Nice looking corner block there. Oh, yeah. Neat and tidy. Classic kitchen. And, yeah, had aircon too. Oh, it's fancy-pantsy. Look at that. So auction guide 700,000 on standard sort of like Western Sydney block size, 600 square meters. That was standard back in the day. That's what I had. Anyway, auction guide 700,000. So yeah, like we're just not doing it now. We're just not doing it. Like, do I have to go up to like 750 or something? Yeah, 750 We might, Premier, it's a Premier property. Look at this. We've got to see the Premier, what? Where'd it go? Premier property at Blackett. No worries, 632 square meters, huge. One bathroom, one garage, garage in quote marks. You get a carport, nice lawn. Look at that. Probably get a free Victor mower with that. Look, it's got some shed out back. Got a huge solar array. Look at that big aerial. Told ya, big aerial adds value. It looked like I had a Hills Hoist. Oh, look at these archways. Oh, God. That always dates it to the 80s there. This may not be 70s. Classic. This is a Premier property in Blackett. Look at that. Look at vents up there. No worries. It's all, look at that. Nice bathroom. Look at that. They built their own back entertainment area. What more do you want? Oh, look, yeah, classic Hills Hoist in the backyard with paving, full paving that's not broken. Absolute winner, chicken dinner. And yeah, look at that. It's got an outdoor covered barbecue area, beautiful lawn, got an orange tree in the back. Oh man, that's all happening. That is definitely a Premier property. Look at that. So yeah, I mean, so why it shows up, I don't know whether or not like the price is like hidden away in there, because you know it shows up under it when I move that bar. It showed up, you know, from 700 to 750. It suddenly showed up. So you know, maybe there's a secret price hidden in there that the dealers have. Here we go. Is another one at Blackett is now 730 for Blackett to 780. Oh, that's pretty good though. There you go. It's had a kitchen reno. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not too shabby at all. Oh, look at that. Nice bathroom renovation. Oh, yeah, you're paying for the reno. You're always paying for someone else's reno. They could have tidied up the front just a tad. Yeah. Okay. Right. Oh, look at that. Oh, so that's actually a battle axe. What we call a battle axe here. Usually a battle axe is, you know, a square on one side and you've just got a driveway going up between another house. So you're like hidden behind another house. That's almost a battle axe kind of thing. Big solar array on it, though. Oh, Bobby Dazzler, but geez, that's 730. So, yeah, we're not doing too great. Yeah, look at that. Darrick for 750 in Darrick. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Yeah, that's a classic Darrick property. No wuckers. Oh, that's not a battle axe. That's actually got some frontage there. So, no problem. Look at this mansion next door. Wow. Oh, look, see, I've got the white columns and everything. Oh, fancy pantsy. Yeah, but I'm afraid the cheapest might actually be this 650 guide at Hebbo on 575 square meters, 1 3-bedder, 1 bathroom, 3 cars, because it's got the carport that goes right in. That could be the cheapest house in Sydney. Yeah, that could be the cheapest. There you go. So, oh, no, it's got a lock-up garage there. There you go. Right. So it's got 2 carport and 1 garage at the back. Little shed. Did it have a Hills Hoist? Dunno, but they don't even show you the backyard. But there you go. Yeah, it looks to have gone up a lot. I mean, 650. That seems to be the cheapest house in Sydney at the moment. Like, you can absolutely, like, forget about, like, out at Cambridge Park, way out, it's almost at Penrith there, 739. Auction guide, Jordan Springs, that's a new, you know, little tin pot suburb that's popped up. Look at that, 750, but that one's pretty new. But you can see how, like, closely, like, how dense that is there. And you're only talking, yeah, 300. This is the new thing in Sydney. If you want a house, if you want a new house in Sydney, and that's, you know, yeah, you're looking 300 square meters and you're going to pay 750,000 for it. But as people say, oh, can't buy a house in Sydney under, you know, $1.5 to $2 million. Yeah, that's because you're looking in the bloody northern suburbs and you're looking like, you know, to be next to your favourite little fancy cafe in your posh little suburb. No, you can, like, get under half that out in Western Sydney. You just got to be willing to, you know, move out to Western Sydney here. You got to be, you know, in the working class, the poor area of Sydney is like basically anything. Like if you want to know where I am at the moment, I'm in Borkham Hills here, right? So I'm in the Hills district, which is, you know, well and truly like middle class, average. So your average value houses are around it, you know, or your median price houses around here. And once you get closer to Sydney, you're going to pay more and more and more, especially if you want a decent block of land. I mean, all the stuff in here, this is all congested as, you know, like you will not get your 1,000 square, you will not get your quarter acre block, you know, out here, just saying, unless you pay like $5 or $8 million, probably. I'm not kidding. Anyway, I could go on and on showing you all different classes of houses in Sydney, but basically, if you want something like, you know, you're under 700,000, like you're real, maybe down at Campbelltown down here, yeah, you'll get something for a 3-bedder for 680 on 600 square meters. That one's, no, that's 285. Yeah, 520 for 660. So it looks like, nah, you can't get them in the 500s anymore. It's like 650, like minimum. There you go, for 600. That could be the cheapest. I'd still call that Sydney. There you go. This could be Sydney's cheapest house. It's got a wheelchair ramp. That's a fixer-upper. Yeah, okay, no, let's not count the fixer-upper, shall we? What's something you can at least move into? No, okay. But, you know, if you got the tools, if you got the talent, then, you know, 600,000, there you go, you can get it. But otherwise, no, Erskine Park, no, probably not. No, it's the 3-bedroom house for 600,000 at Eds. But, yeah, maybe. There you go. No, it's a bit of it. No, once again, that's kind of a fixer-upper. So I'm going to go with 650 is probably the cheapest house in Sydney. So we've jumped, you know, $100,000 since Feb 2023. So there you have it. If you like that video, please give it a big thumbs up. And as always, discuss down below. Catch you next time.